And the United States is not a state party, and it's not an issue, because so much creativity, so much is happening in the United States. I mean, if you look at how cultures are profiled on the Smithsonian Mall every July during the National Folklife Festival, well, does it make any difference? Whether the United States is a state party to the convention, it makes no difference at all. People are proud of their culture. People are proud of their sense of place and identity. People love celebrating their living heritage. Or you take, for example, Australia, which is not a state party to the convention either, but everybody around the world, when they're dealing with intangible heritage, even the trainers always refer to the Code of Ethics from the Australian Institute of Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander Studies, which is one of the exemplary Code of Ethics in the world. Well, Australia is not a state party. And yet so much of intangible heritage is continuing, is being celebrated, so many festivals showcasing them. So the idea of a state party is good, to learn from each other. I'm a strong advocate that United States and Australia, Canada, New Zealand should become state parties to the convention. I'm very strong for, but you also got to remember, and I can say it as an elder myself, that all the 4 countries also hesitate because there are implications for land rights for indigenous people. You got to remember these 4 countries are the ones that were invaded by Europeans, by the British and others, taken over. The indigenous populations were reduced to minorities, unlike elsewhere. There are other instances too, but these are 4 prominent countries. So they have major issues to dealing with land rights that they must address as part of human rights. So the Intangible Heritage Convention preamble clearly states, about Universal Declaration on Human Rights. It emphasizes mutual respect. So if these countries become state parties, it becomes legally binding on them to respect indigenous people's heritage and by extension, their land rights.